the Rojo. Fighting came for 2 weeks and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes now on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That's what I do. We got three, fellas. We got three. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
There we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Hunt. And some room to roam now. Finding room to the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Z. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Bridgewater steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's Mahomes. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chargers getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Going deep for Benjamin. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this will be taken at the 13. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Ace! There we go! Blue 45!
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down throw for Bridgewater. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. First down, Bridgewater. Going underneath for Gordon. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bridgewater again. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be fielded at the 8. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Bridgewater on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Nifty move by Gordon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Hunt, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's Bridgewater. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They run with Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first throw for Henney, the veteran backup. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Carl Davis breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check, check, check.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun, gun, gun. Check, check, check. Half, half, half. Hut, hut.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Bridgewater now. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now here comes Kansas City. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now Henning. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
White 18. Check, check, check. Go.
Now it's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hunt showing off the same form from a year ago as the Chiefs come up with a first down.
Here we go. White 20. White 20. Hut. Hut.
Right back to him on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Half, half, half. 4 down. Check, check. Ready.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, folks, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. White 20. White 20. Hot, hot.
Henning. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. White 18.
This is Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Everyone got 4 down. Gun, gun, gun. Check, check. Gun, gun, gun. Go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, check, check. Ready. Black 35. Black 35. Hut. Go.
Looking to throw. They'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So out come the Chargers. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Robert Kindici in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception.